Today I'm going to dehydrate some granola. I've never actually made granola before, like my own homemade granola. There's a couple recipes in the Dehydrator Cookbook, so I'm going to give the hazelnut berry granola a try. I've got all of my ingredients set out here ahead of time. I already dehydrated the strawberries and blueberries. And then I'm going to leave out the pumpkin seeds because I had some pumpkin seeds and Sappy did too last year, but we found that they were kind of gross or not very pleasant to consume on the trail. We were both not a fan of them. We got very burnt out on the pumpkin seeds that we had and tried to get rid of them, so I think that I'll be happier if I leave that out. So I am already back to not following the directions. I've got the hazelnuts in there, and then I read that they needed to be chopped hazelnuts. But I think that I'm too lazy to pick them all out, and they will just be whole hazelnuts in this recipe instead. I feel a little unsure over this just because of how loose it is, because I know that granola is clumpy, but this is my first time doing granola, so I'm not sure how it's supposed to be. One thing I did notice with the recipe is that in the ingredients that I need, I do need dehydrated strawberries and blueberries, but the instructions don't actually say when to add them. They're just on the ingredients list. So since they're supposed to be already dried, I'm going to add them to the bags last. But that did stand out to me. I did find that there's a lot of flaws written in this book in different places, but this is just about ready. So I'm going to put these on the flat dehydrator trays. One thing I do want to mention is that none of these resupplies that I'm doing are going to be full resupplies. I'm not dehydrating all of my meals for the entire trail. I'm just kind of adding these to some boxes so that way I could have more of a variety rather than just sticking with just the food I could find into town. So all of my resupplies will be a combination of a box plus fresh food from town, or not even necessarily fresh foods, but it's going to be a combination essentially. Granola is done. I did way past the 4 hours that was recommended. I do find that it is kind of bendy. That it's still flexible. It's not feels like there is some moisture in it, but at this point, whatever. It's just granola. It's not it's gonna go bad. If it's not as dehydrated as it could be. So I'm just filling these bags up now. This recipe made a lot more than 8. I was able to fit this into 11 bags. I guess I probably should have used larger bags, but at the same time, I feel like this is more than enough granola in one sitting, especially since I'm going to add yogurt powder to this and mix it up and kind of have a yogurt and granola sort of thing. It's kind of like milk powder, but you can get yogurt in a powder form. And I'm just going to put that in little separate bags and kind of make that into its own yogurt to mix in with this, which I think will be really good, but I don't even think I'd want necessarily this much to go with that. I might even I don't know, split this up, or it depends on how hungry I am, but yeah, anyways, this is the finished granola.